Welcome to our Winter Solstice celebration, a few days in advance, but we will still root into the spirit of this time of year. I'm very blessed and honored to have you join me for this very special time of the year. And let me just see who is here. So let's just take a moment to join together and breathe and be present. So we'll align our spines. And as we inhale, we'll mentally vibrate Ong, which is the creative vibration, drawing that into our body. And as we exhale, we mentally vibrate Sohang, which means that I am. And we imagine that this creative energy is being sent to every cell of our body as we exhale. And as we breathe, we become aware of where we're sitting, the space and the room in which we're sitting. And the darkness that's outside, and the temperature, the weather, the cool coldness of this time of year if you're in the northern hemisphere. And the warmth of your home inside, the warm glowing lights. We feel how also, as we bring one hand to the center of our sternum, also within our heart, our inner sanctuary in the center of the sternum, there is also this warm inner space. And it is into this inner sanctuary that we will dive during our ceremony today. Feeling how that connects us through the heart center back to the source of all creation, the causal waters of existence. The empty, fertile void of the Dark Mother, who is reflected on this earth by the darkness of the cold ground, the deep, dark earth into which the seeds are embedding, perhaps covered with snow. And yet, deep within the ground, the earth is not so cold, and the roots are still warm and alive with life force. And each of the seeds, they too carry within them the spark of renewal. And just so, we too in our hearts also carry the spark of renewal for the next cycle. And we see how that is lit up through our connection to this source. And our connection is our breath, like a thread that carries us through our hearts into the deep source of all life. As we inhale, we draw from that well. And as we exhale, we return to that wellspring. And this is from here that everything returns, and from here that everything emerges creatively into the new cycle. This is the still point that we meet at the end of one seasonal cycle and the begin of a new. And that turning point is at winter solstice, where everything dies back into the emptiness and is reborn to find its fullness again. And so inhale deeply and exhale. Take stock of that and welcome again. And before we begin with some practice, I'd like to just give you a quick overview of where we are, as it were, and show you a few images. These are images from the Seasonal I Ching that I've been working with, that I've been also realizing. Each of these different energies combined creates a particular moment, or like a tone, a musical tone that lights up at different moments in the year. And these musical tones, as it were, they generate the frequency or the energy of this moment in the year, similar to zodiac signs, but a little bit more concise. So they're very related to the seasons and the weather. And in the period between the 25th of November and the 3rd of December, we had the time of resolving chaos, which was water over thunder. And thunder is the energy of decay. So thunder we have during the months of November and December, when all the vegetation is being decayed and returned to the earth. And once all the leaves have fallen, we have this period where there's lots of rain and storms, and this washes all of their vegetation away, and it also soaks it up to turn it into mulch so it can be absorbed into the earth, and all the nutrients from the leaves can be absorbed back into the earth. So the earth becomes rich and fertile for the new cycle. And then still with the thunder, we have mountain over thunder, and this is like a big gaping mouth with one line at the top and one line at the bottom and a big hole in the middle. So it's a bit like the black hole of the end of the year that is drawing everything from the old year back to the source. But it's also a time, it's called the feeding, when the roots of the trees are actually beginning to really nourish themselves from all this mulch. And in human terms, it's a time when we will be more likely drawing on our reserves or what we've preserved from the previous harvest, and eating things that are like the essence, the seeds we're eating, or the ground dried powder of very rich essential ingredients to nourish us. And that was up until the 12th of December. And now from the 12th of December until the 21st of December, which is Winter Solstice, where we have our reset at the core, we have the last of the decay energies, which is the earth over thunder. And as you see, the earth is then covering the seeds now, which have gone into dormancy. And this, of course, is the darkest moment of the year, the winter solstice, where the night is longest and the day is shortest. So we feel that darkness, that silence, that inner quietness. And at the same time, at the 21st, there is the turning point where the light begins to come back again. And this is the still point of rebirth. And we change from what we had as the thunder energy of the decay, we change to the wind energy of renewal and regeneration. And we see the heavenly energy, or the return of the sun, comes. And with it, all the creativity and the new inspiration and the new energy that will be lighting up the next cycle. And it's also just interesting to note that these are completely inverse. Here we have thunder like a trampoline that goes up through these two empty yin lines, and then the earth, which is completely receptive, which has three yin lines. So it's one strong line and 5 yin lines. And here, this is the other way around. This is one weak line at the bottom, or one yin line at the bottom, and then 5 strong lines at the top, the yang lines. And so it's almost like we have a sand clock, like one of those timers with sand, and we've turned it over to, it was empty here, and then we turned it over and it was full at the top again. And so we have this full potential coming through. Or you could see it as the new light just emerging again. In any case, it's a very magical and mystical moment that has been long revered. And in the period to come, which is when I'll be sharing with you Weaving Saraswati's Matrix. So there we have here what comes afterwards, from the 29th of December until the 7th of January of a new year. It's called Great Exceeding. And in a way, it's like out of the white hole pours all the new energy into the new year. And this is like activating the seeds with their potential and new creative ideas and the vision of what the seed will become in the new cycle, the new dream of the soul. And this is lake over the wind. And in the previous one here, in week 1 of Weaving Saraswati's Matrix, we'll be experiencing the still point of rebirth as I teach a Shakti Dance class to this theme. And then in the following week, on the 8th of January, I'll be teaching a Shakti Dance class to the theme of awakening potential. And then in week 3, transforming in the cauldron. This is where then all the rootstock from the old cycle and the new inspiration from the new cycle all comes together in the cauldron. And that will be on the 13th of January. And then on the 17th of January, we have stabilizing the matrix, which is thunder over wind. And here we really begin to get the blueprint of what we want to manifest in the next cycle. And then in week 5, we have gently vibrating your vision on the 24th of January. And once you've got your blueprint, you begin to vibrate it. You let its soul song emanate into the space. And then finally, in week 6, on the 31st of January, which is more or less Imolc, the period of Imolc, we have drawing from the well, which is also about how the waters absorb these new songs from the seeds, and also the subtle well of energy around us is listening to our soul song and is carrying that out into the world as a kind of heralding this new energy into the birth of the next cycle. So that's a little overview of the energies that we're working with and that we will be continuing to work with Saraswati's matrix. So now I'd like to invite you to follow some practice with me. And we are going to be, first of all, releasing what no longer serves us from the old year. And some of you may have been following the Gobinde Mukande course that I've been giving over the last period, which has been really all about releasing the leaves and our emotional release that is paralleled to that. So we're going to begin with a little bit of standing exercises similar to the Gobinde Mukande, and just shake out any residual energy. So we really empty our vessel to become truly receptive for this inner moment, to receive our inner being and the stillness, and then also to receive that new impulse. And we will tune in. All right, so these are the words. May there be peace to the north, home of dark, deep wisdom. May there be peace to the east, home of new light. May there be peace to the south, home of the eternal sun. May there be peace to the west, home of transformation. So that's what we'll be chanting. So the movements are with the hands at the center of the chest and the spine aligned. May there be peace, bringing the hands forwards in a triangle. Home of dark, deep wisdom. And then to your left, sorry, to your right, but it'll look like your left, my right, your right. May there be peace to the east, and the hands go to the side, still like that. And then they go up, home of new light. And then behind you, may there be peace to the south, and then home of the eternal sun. And then may there be peace to the west, home of transformation. One more time. May there be peace to the north, home of dark, deep wisdom. May there be peace to the east, home of new light. May there be peace to the south, home of the eternal sun. May there be peace to the west, home of transformation. So we're greeting the 4 different directions, opening this sacred space for this winter solstice celebration.
May there be peace in the north, home of dark deep wisdom. there be peace in the east, home of new light. May there be peace in the south, home of the eternal sun. May there be peace in the west, home of transformation. May there be peace in the north, home of dark deep wisdom. May there be peace in the east, home of new light. May there be peace in the south, of the eternal sun. May there be peace in the west, home of transformation. May there be peace in the north, home of dark deep wisdom. May there be peace in the east, home of new light. May there be peace in the south, of the eternal sun. May there be peace in the west, home of transformation. Seeds in the earth.
Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale. And inhale again. Okay, so we come now to the standing exercises. Okay, so begin with the feet hip width apart, parallel. And bending the knees, the tailbone slightly tucked under, and the abdominals lifted. And we inhale, slightly straightening the legs, lifting the arms, and exhale down. We're inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time. And exhale. And now we're going to begin to do a backwards figure of 8 with the hips, so that the arms wrap around the hips. Inhaling left and exhaling right. A little faster. And now we begin also to pat our chest and our back with the palm of our hand facing away from the back. Okay, so we're and now we're breathing long and deep. Breathe in for 4 and out for 4. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And now going down again, bending as low as you can, and coming up, tapping also on your shoulders and your collarbone with the heel of your hand, and then coming down again, and inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, pat also the inside of your shoulder. Straightening slightly the legs as you come up, and bending the knees as you go down. You're tapping and releasing the old energy from your body. Now this time we're going to come up tap just lightly with the forearms. And we're going to tap the side of the face and then over the eyebrows. And then to the side of the eyes, gently, under the eyes, under the nose, under the chin, and to the side of the jawbone, and then to the collarbone, and then the outside of the pectoral muscles, and then finally on top of the head, and then back again to the shoulders, the chest, and down. Up again, inhale, and exhale, and release down. Now we're going to shake out the old. So as you shake out the old, be thinking of what it is from the last year that you want to leave behind you, to let go. So we're going to sweep the hands back and release forwards, and like throw the energy away, that you're releasing the leaves. And we tuck the tailbone under as we exhale and throw out. Now we go in the other direction. Shake it out. And let the arms swing down. Twisting left and right, like as if your hands are beating down on two drums and releasing the energy from the shoulders. Back to the center, and we're going to shake down by pulsing with the knees and pushing against the ground, letting the shoulders become soft, moving up and down, letting the neck also go, letting the old go, leave it behind in the old cycle. Now also we shake one foot to the other, kicking out the free leg, getting off that old energy, and then we jump from side to side like a rag doll. In 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Come back to the center. Breathe and inhale, sweep up new energy. And bring it down. And round. Inhale. Bring it up over the shoulders. Exhaling down at the level of the diaphragm. Bring it back and round and under the seat bones. And up again. Last time. And just stand still, breathing. And then we're going to come sitting So if you're comfortable sitting in easy pose, you can stay in easy pose. Otherwise, come into kneeling, sitting on the heels, and open the knees slightly. Rest your hands on your thighs. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, and back, and down, and forwards as you exhale and release the head down. Release the head. Bring your awareness deeply into your body now. Going inward. And exhale forwards, releasing the head. And we change direction, bringing the shoulders back and up, and forwards and down as you exhale. And inhale. And exhale, bring your hands back behind you, arching up the spine, bring the shoulder blades together and reaching up with the chin. And now shifting the weight to your left, and feel on your right side of the neck the stretch. And releasing forwards, feel the back of the head and the back of the neck stretching. And then over to the other side, so you feel the left side of the neck stretch. And inhaling up. And continue round, exhaling forwards. Inhaling up. Exhaling forwards and changing direction. And inhale, center. Deep breath. Feel yourself returning to love deep within your heart.
Surrender to the river that carries you home.
And come onto the toes and draw up, rolling the spine up and opening the arms, lifting up through the chest and exhaling down and forward. Inhale. Exhale. Come into the cow pose and come back, bending the elbows, tuck your head under the water and come up. Arch the spine, round the spine as you exhale. Again, go under the water, inhale, come up. Round the spine, push back, exhale.
Forever grace my words, my breath, these songs, this earth. Sing a new star into birth.
Now as you arch, come up, inhale. Bring the arms back and forwards. And exhale under, inhale. Pull back, round the spine, come up. And go under, inhale. Round the spine. Exhale, inhale. Exhale.
May peace be with
And exhale down. And breathe long and deep. And then inhale deeply and exhale. We're going to do a very short meditation to increase our sense of presence. And what we'll do is we'll take, you can do as a mirror to me, so your right arm in front of you, hand in front of you, and your left hand grabs your right thumb like that. And then you bring that behind your head so that this part of your right outside of the hand pushes against the occiput like that. Okay, even better, not so much the outside of the hand, but the wrist, which is a bit more stable. And you're pushing against that so that you can like keep your head upright. So there's a pressure on the occiput. And this pressure on the occiput is what is going to stimulate the sense of presence. So try to keep your spine straight and close your eyes. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And allow your breath to become very long and very deep. Take a moment at the end of the exhale in the stillness before you inhale again. And now begin to inhale through rounded lips, or if you can, rounded tongue like this. The Sitali pranayama tongue roll. If that doesn't work for you, then just suspend the breath and then exhale through the nose. And as you inhale, mentally vibrate 2 times Satanama. And hold and mentally vibrate twice Satanama. And exhale very slowly and mentally vibrate twice Satanama. And repeat. Last time. Now inhale, draw the arms up. Still holding the thumb, like that, with the thumb pointing forwards. Stretch the arms up and back. Suspend the breath. And squeeze your anus, sex organ, and lower abdominals in and up. And then exhale and release the hands down. Breathe long and deep. Bring your right hand over the center of your sternum. And feel with every exhale how you're going deeper into the wellspring of your being, back to source. And at the end of your exhale, keep that pause until you really feel the prompt to need the inhale, and then follow that inhale. But allow this still point at the end of the exhale to really prevail. That is the still point of our winter solstice. Exhaling out the old year, waiting at winter solstice. And as the inhale now comes, that's the new year coming in, a new light. As you exhale, mentally vibrate I, and as you inhale, mentally vibrate am. The old I is dying, and the presence is growing within you. Now exhale and release the hand. And in this moment, we light our candle. And as we light the candle, we see that this is representative of the moment when the new light returns, when the new possibilities arrive. And so, if you don't have a candle with you, just imagine that you're holding one. And the new light of the new year is arriving with each inhale. And as you exhale, feel the old light of the old year going out. And as you inhale, feel the new year being lit up. Allowing the new to take hold, very delicate at the beginning. And feel how at this winter solstice point we are open for our soul and for the souls of our ancestors and for the souls that are to come, to whisper through their gifts, their wisdom, their insights, that we may gain new inspiration for this cycle and be illumined with a vision for the new that we will weave together as we herald in the new year with the help of Saraswati. And we cradle our new flame in the center of our hearts and feel this as a reset with great new good things to come. A malleable reality stands before us in a way that until now has never been so easily formed by our thought, by our intention, by our feeling. So we'll make the most of this astrologically open period of time so that the time capsule of our acorn, our potential, can open out and begin to show the dream that it would have us weave. And we receive all the gifts from the universe that will help us to bring this great dream into reality for the new year. Swaha, so may it be. And we'll close now with 3 satnams. Inhale. Sa Nam Sa Nam Sa Nam. Feel the truth vibrate through every cell of our body, the truth of our soul, and the true image of what our undying soul would create for this next cycle. So I invite you to join me for the classes over the next 6 weeks with Saraswati's matrix, and we will be weaving that dream that our soul has given to us this solstice. So as solstice comes in the next few days, on Friday night, Saturday morning, be aware of your inhale and your exhale, or rather your exhale and your inhale, and light a candle in that moment. I think it's maybe Saturday, like 10:30 Central European time in the morning is the exact solstice time. So take a moment to pause, to breathe, to be present for that reset. And I'll see you the next day on the 22nd. Saturday the 22nd in the evening is when we begin our first meeting for weaving Saraswati's matrix. So I look forward to sharing with you and supporting you and your growth into the next cycle and rebirth, regeneration. If you have any questions about the course, please write to us or to Darshan Nam, and we will answer any questions you may have. And I look forward to sharing with you on Saturday evening. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.